This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for July 11th, 2023. It's currently June 2nd, 2023, 1:03 p.m. Eastern Time. The shuffle file for the 11th of July was created on May 8th, 2023 at 12:35 a.m. Eastern Time. That's this video right here. So the overall theme and behavior for the day, we have three crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level. The third cross is to the upside, confirming a bullish trend. Behavior around the highest high, we have the halting of a bullish trend marked by a sharp decline through key support. Behavior around the lowest low, prominent move out of the lowest low, successfully turning resistance into new support. I'm advised to trade around the establishment of support with some sideways rotation, followed by a prominent move to the upside. And it looks like volume is definitively bullish for the day. We likely open around the same price level the following day, in the pre-market at least. We open lower, it looks like, based on this tower card. Looks like there's a lower open, and in the pre-market we have a crest that forms with a move higher through resistance. We stay above it briefly and we break back down through the same price level into a sharp drop right around the open, taking us to a period of sideways rotation, where there's probably some sideways rotation into the open, a sharp drop at the open, and then more sideways rotation in the first half hour, with a fast sudden move higher finally ending that period of sideways rotation. Between roughly 10 and 11, we've got sideways fluidity with the change card. That's equal amounts of bulls and bears, inflow and outflow, moving along a support level. It's often like a tight range or tight channel, but often as well, it's more like wide swings. So important to keep that in mind. We're going from like this drop in the open that was an opportunity into like some sideways fluctuations. And then it looks like we probably have a crest that we sell off from somewhere around the 11 to 12 o'clock hour, and we sell down to a support level that we recently met once before. So probably between the 11 and 12 o'clock hour, that support level is probably the same support level we were rotating sideways along around the open. That decline between 11 and 12 takes us into the 12 to 1 o'clock hour. Eventually, a fast sudden move higher ends that period of decline, creating a crest somewhere between the 12 to 2 o'clock hour, probably closer to the 1 to 2 o'clock hour when we're bumping along resistance for a bit. And then there's an important reversal standing out on a one-day scale there between 2 and 3. Hard to determine which direction. I think it's probably a bit of both. It's kind of mixed. We may have more than one reversal, but there's a significant trade opportunity towards the end of that 2 to 3 o'clock hour, probably around like 2:45. A sharp drop somewhere in there, into the last hour, followed by a prominent move to the upside, a rally that offers an opportunity to trade. It looks like probably that sharp drop is an opportunity to open up a long position for a scalp trade, and then close that scalp trade when we're pushing the upper end of a range higher. But it's really, really tricky because we do have a low correlation there at the end of the day too. I think probably what happens is that low ends up being carried over into the following day, and we'll look at that a little bit more in detail. But the three trade opportunities, what it's looking like is in the midst of the decline, first thing in the morning, opening a long position, closing that long position at a crest either between 11 and 12 somewhere, probably closer to 11. Or if I'm wrong about that, then you'd want to close it at the end of the day in the midst of that rally higher. I'd say make sure that we're following the timing is on point when considering making this trade. If the timing is not like 100% on point, I'd probably hold off on this trade because it's a little tricky there. And then the scalp at the end of the day, also kind of tricky. But, just make sure you trade responsibly. Guys, I should also add on here that rally at the end of the day that pushes the upper end of a range higher. It's also opportunity. So there's a scalp there, a bullish scalp. But really the main opportunities in the midst of that rally to the upside, pushing the upper end of a range higher, would be to open up a short position in anticipation of this trough that we're going to see probably the following day here in the morning. In any case, that's July 11th. With that said, guys, that's the S&P 500 for July 11th, 2023. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. And as always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. You do so here on the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders, where we ask that the 5% of the profits made from this information is donated forward to one of these charities here. 5% of the profits donated back to the channel here. That leaves you with 90% of the profits. Make sure you spend that money out of love, and the universe is going to make sure to send that back to you tenfold through this channel, my friends. Make sure to do that. every single time. Always, it's part of guaranteeing abundance mentality, guys. Donating some forward, abundance mentality. So donating some backwards, gratitude mentality. The two of those are necessary when manifesting that which we intend to manifest, my friends. So with that said, I'll leave you until the next one. Later.